Hey guys, what's up? It's Elements here, and today I actually want to talk about Curse Voice and how I believe it's actually going to be the savior of solo queue, and it's going to make everything so much easier from playing to communicating to just enjoying League of Legends. Starting off, I actually didn't really think too much about Curse Voice when it first came out. I heard about it and I was like, yeah, and I just didn't bother to try it. People offered me beta keys and I was like, whatever. But the other day I actually decided to give it a shot and come into solo queue with it, and I'm actually surprised at how many other people have it when I'm playing solo queue and how much it's actually improved my experience of playing solo queue. So basically, I don't know, for you guys who don't know what Curse Voice is, it's this little app you can download from Curse. You can throw it on to League of Legends. It covers Baron timers, it covers Dragon timers, it covers ultimates on your team, and it's just and also a voice communication that you can jump into like a lobby with your teammates pretty much instantly and start communicating, start talking as you get into champion select, which is awesome, amazing. And despite the Baron timer and the Dragon timer and the other timers, that's really not like what's good about it. It's the fact that you can talk and you can actually communicate with your voice to your teammates. It blows my mind that it's taken this long to get something out for League of Legends, because it's such a better experience. Typing sucks so much, and I'll tell you why typing sucks so much. Because let's say you're in a bad mood. This is just one instance. So when people type to each other and when they're not in the best terms, or you're losing or something like that, everything you're going to say to somebody is going to sound like you're coming at them. It's going to sound bad because people take typing badly. And I'll explain why. Because they can't hear your tone. You can't hear how you're saying it. They can't read your the high pitches in your voice and all that stuff. They don't understand when people are just trying to help or genuinely be nice. It always kind of comes off through text, especially if you're not feeling the game or you're doing bad, as I just said. You're gonna take it badly, and I think that's one of the biggest problems in solo queue right now, is that people get upset when they're losing, and people try to say, oh, you should back here, or you should be doing this, and people go, oh, don't tell me what to do, right? And they get all their backs up against the wall. This is one of my biggest things in solo queue, is trying to communicate to somebody who's kind of stubborn on your team, and it's hard, it's difficult. And if you're able to actually communicate with them through voice and make it sound like you're not being a dick to them, it just makes it so much easier. Not only that, it's how do you expect to type in a team fight? Do you ever you can't, let me just micro real quick here, smashing my buttons, let me just type something out real quick in a team fight. No, that doesn't work. Voice is king, dude. Voice is way better for communicating in team fights, from roaming to anything. It's just vastly superior. Being able to instantly say something without actually having enter, type out your thing, and actually distract you from the game is amazing. Again, I can't emphasize how awesome it is to just actually be able to speak. Really, that's all it is. The other thing that I think is amazing about this voice communication in League of Legends is the fact that it prepares players from gold up, who actually take the game seriously and want to progress in the game. It's a team game. It's an absolute, when you cut down League of Legends to the basics, what is it? What kind of game is it? It's a 5 versus 5 team game. You rely on your teammates to win games. The higher you go, the more important every one of your teammates is. And being able to communicate with them, being able to learn from them, being able to just talk in a quick, easy manner and jump into a game and a lobby with all your teammates all at once, amazing. That is the biggest thing. I feel like if everyone had Curse Voice that was giving a shit about League of Legends, it would just skyrocket how much better teams would get, how much better challenger teams would progress, because a lot of these guys that are on teams, they don't really get on raid call or vent with anybody or Skype. They don't really talk to each other too much. It's all done through typing. These guys haven't been on teams before. They don't really know how to communicate. They don't know what useful information is. So this is also a great way for people who do talk a lot, for people who are already good at doing the team aspect stuff, to actually show other players how to talk, how to react, and how to just be good teammates and actually set examples. So I'm actually kind of flabbergasted that it took this long to get voice communication in game, and I know Curse Voice is still in beta, but I'm kind of surprised, right? Despite I think how many times this has been brought up throughout the times in the community that Riot really never stepped up and did it, because it seems like it's not that hard of a thing to implement. You know, from other games, it's quite common to have voice communication in game, and especially in team games where it's absolutely vital. So that's really how I feel about the Curse Voice implementation of the beta. I really like it. It's, you know, got a couple bugs here and there, but again, it is a beta. But I think when it fully gets released, if you care about League of Legends and you actually want to get better, the best way to do it is probably getting Curse Voice. And that's my full opinion on it from my little beta test, and I hope you guys like this little review of it. Thanks.